back to the Psychic Soul Healer channel. My name is Laura. I'm going to do a general message for Aquarius. Know that energy is fluid. Always interpret the message as it best resonates with you. If you're new to the channel, know I'd like to look at everything. So we will be looking at the shadows and seeing how they play out as karmic themes within your experiences. This will help you heal and integrate any wounds that you have, break karmic cycles, shape shift your experience. And if you don't understand, just follow along. If you want to enter into getting a free reading with me, you need to like the video, subscribe to the channel, be open to getting a shadow reading, because again, I look at the spiritual wounds and the shadows in every reading. And you got to write the word of the video in your comment bar. The word of the video is always how I like to start my readings off. It's the underlying energy that explains why everyone's doing what they're doing. All right. Now let's see. Now, for those of you guys that are a Virgo or connected to a Virgo, you definitely want to check out my Virgo channel. I also just started a Scorpio channel, so you want to check that out. Those links should be in the description box. Okay, the word is powerlessness. Powerlessness. Whoops. Opened up a window on my computer there for a second. I feel like your person always like to take the approach that their hands are tied. They don't like to make a decision one way or the other. And it's gotten to a point where like you're just tired of this approach. You're tired of the approach of you can't do anything because you know that they can do something. They're just afraid to do something. They're afraid of commitment. They're afraid to really assert themselves, like show that they want to be in this connection one way or the other. And I just kind of feel like the underlying energy is that it's just like you're tired of it. Like there used to be a time that you would worry about it, that it would give you anxiety over their self-righteous behavior, you know, but I don't really feel like you feel that way anymore, that there's a sense that you don't care. And I feel like there used to be a control tactic that your person used to do where they were like, oh, I'm going to act like I don't really care about you to make you like so like obsessed with me, you know, like this is that. And it was as a way that they could manipulate you and into giving them more. And it's not that they don't have feelings for you. This person just doesn't like to seem weak. They don't like to, they don't like the whole commitment thing. And so they always kind of act indifferent. This is the underlining energy. And it's kind of like really like, again, narcissistic energy, like where I feel like they deliberately hold back their feelings and their emotions from you, and hopefully for you to like react or respond in a certain way. And I just feel like it might have worked a long time ago. It doesn't work anymore. I want you. So it's again, this person, like, even though they'll act like indifferent down deep inside, it's like because they really truly have feelings for you. And I feel like it's their own feelings that really make them feel uncomfortable. They don't like not being in control. I hope that you can forgive me one day. It's like I feel like, again, they played so many games that they thought you were going to chase them. They thought that you were going to like be so upset, like by, you know, them acting indifferent, that you were going to try and like influence the relationship because they could really feel like you did like them. And I feel like you did like them. You don't like their games. And I feel like you called their bluff. It was a sense of like they pushed it too far. They took it too far, and they know that they took it too far. They know that they should have apologized a long time ago. They know that they should have been honest with you a long time ago. And instead, they just kept trying to manipulate the situation to get you to be vulnerable, to get you to open up to them, to give them on an emotional level, because that's what normally works with other people that they've dealt with. With other people that they've dealt with are kind of like lower hanging fruit. I love you. And I feel like this person like has spent so much time in trying to play the game and manipulate that the whole time, that in a way they've been obsessing over you because they've put in a lot of time and effort and energy into how they need to like approach you, what they need to do to fix this, what they need to do to what they wanted to do in the beginning to manipulate you, to get you to react a certain way, to respond. The problem is that this person really isn't in their body. They seem to be more or less like in their brain about this connection. I mean, I don't react when people mention you. So it's again, they're still not emotionally intelligent, where they're like, oh, I can just be in a comfortable relationship and where I'm expressing myself. It's like this person doesn't want to put themselves out on a limb where they look stupid. And like you said, I don't really feel like they're like when they could have been in a connection with you, they chose not to. They played like a lot of games. Now that you're not around, it's like there's this realization that, they want you, that they love you, that they care about you. But the problem is that I don't see that this person like is actually in their head. I feel like they feel so much more comfortable like having a relationship with you in the 5D instead of the 3D. I can see myself with you in the future. And I feel like it's because you walked away. Like this person is normally used to being with, like, not really even like I see this person in a lot of relationships that aren't real relationships. They're based on passion, they're based on attraction, they're based on in the bedroom, they're based on drama, they're based on always like people trying to convince this person how to like be in a relationship, or having people try to like tell your person, listen, you're not treating me the way that I need to be treated. I like to be treated X, Y, Z. When meanwhile, your person knows exactly what they do. They don't want to build an emotionally intimate, safe space for anyone in their space. That's the problem. So what they do is, again, they come into a relationship and it's all about the passion. It's all about the physical. It's not anything about the emotional. Unfortunately, this person goes for lower hanging fruit normally because it's, again, those people don't notice that they're not getting anything. And then what happens is that they get what they want, which is, again, the physical, and then the people that are with them don't get anything on an emotional level. Is so those people continue to relive out those karmic themes of not emotionally getting what they need. So there's always a lot of hurt, a lot of like, drama, because those people feel used. And there's a part of your person that likes that. It's like they associate that with like them being desirable, like when it's not really that they're being desirable, it's that they're kind of like tricking people. It's like almost like your person's not happy, and so they departmentalize. They tend to not like to be in relationships. They like to have the upper hand, here for a good time, not a long time. um and what I see is that this person like wound up trying to treat you in the same manner. And then what happened is you didn't care. You didn't react again the way that they wanted you or needed you to in order for them to feel good. You again like triggered like an abandonment issue within this person, and which has made you actually more attractive to this person. And so, there's a sense of I can be with you because you don't come into my life and try and change me or tell me how the relationship needs to be. You kind of just like walked away, but there's a part of you that they don't realize that you're like kind of disgusted with this person. Can we start over? They want to start over. It's not uncommon because it's like you're showing that you don't care about this person. So again, triggered their sense of abandonment. And I want to just look at some more triggers for you. Again, unfair. Like this person always had to like elevate themselves, like make it the relationship unfair, where that they want you to give all your time, all your attention, treat them with respect and honor, but they're not willing to do that for you, and that's how they had made the relationship. So it's almost like you would always have to like dummy down to be with this person in order for them to feel good. It's again, and then when trying to like talk about certain things with them and like even about the relationship, they didn't want to deal with it. Like avoidant behavior is that it's like um they don't even know how to have a conversation. People that normally have avoidant behavior, they take everything like an attack on them, like you're criticizing them. So they avoid important conversations. They play it down. Like I said, if you were going to be with this person, you would have to dummy down. Like you would have to be okay with them, being unfair, like where the rules don't apply for you, that the same rules don't apply to them. And so what happens is it's like it was ruining the intimacy because you didn't trust this person. It's like, well, if I don't trust you, I don't feel obviously open enough to like have a good sexual relationship. And this is actually what ruins relationships, intimacy issues. It's if you don't feel comfortable to be able to express your needs, then what happens is you may still want to care about this person because there's a connection, but it's going to affect it. And I feel like that's what happened. And so of course then your person feels like it's a thing like where you're not attracted to them. It's like not that you're not attracted to them, you're not attracted to that type of behavior. They don't make you feel safe. So I just want to see, I'm gonna just pull three more from this deck to see what type of relationship or anything else. I close my eyes and imagine you're here with me. It feels so real. I'm beginning to understand this is what it means to be in a 5D with you. That's what it was saying. This person feels so much more comfortable to be like in the mind with you. Like this is a past life connection. So it's like they can imagine you with them. But as far as really being with you, um, it's such so real. It's scary to them. It makes them like feel emotions that they haven't felt before. It makes them feel vulnerable. So I feel like this is partially why they feel more comfortable. Um, the planets are activating us to heal and bring us closer together, surrender to the changes. They feel like, again, you've come into their life to teach them how to be, how to bring balance into their life, and also what love is. Because I feel like this person normally, again, doesn't really care about anyone else except for themselves. I'm not going to lie. And they actually really have feelings, and they have feelings because you were like not dealing with it. I feel like you were like separated from this person, and that's what's awoken them. Don't listen to other people, trust themselves. It's forcing them to listen to themselves and figure out what is it that they really want. When I let myself go deeper into thought of you, I can feel my heart opening. So it's again, they definitely feel as if you're a soulmate, twin flame. We project our patterns onto each other, and this makes it difficult to see what is real and what is fear-based thinking. So it's again, this relationship is making this person heal. It's making this person like look at their shadows because you do trigger them. You or don't make this relationship easy for them and they don't have control. But we wouldn't change unless we had this type of relationship. Unconditional love is what makes us change. And so even though, like I said, it creates intimacy issues, there's also a sense of like both parties want it to work. I just feel like both parties have wounds that keep triggering each other. And over time, it take a toll on the relationship. Let's see. Um, like believe the impossible. So it's again, it's like this relationship on some level, there's so much love. There it feels like it can be a fairy tale. And really, both parties want it to be that, like, want it to be special, want it to be. Again, and look at this beehive, like persistent stamina, clients time. So it's like to be mindful, right? To be mindful that and devoted that it's like for this type of relationship is hard work, but I feel like they're willing to do that. It's like they know that this relationship is going to be challenging. I feel like you know it's going to be challenging, but there's a lot of unconditional love here. Like this person's willing to put in the effort, right? I mean, and that's where before I didn't even see that. See, so there's a sense of like the relationship transforming, changing, healing. Where I feel like this person wants to be fair. They want to be fair. They want to, they're right, they want it to last. They're determined to make it work. They're determined to like, you know, to make it work because I feel like they realize that they care, but unfortunately they didn't realize it until after they damaged the relationship. I feel empty without you. They were pretending to be someone that they weren't, because I feel like this person doesn't feel that great about themselves. Um, doesn't have a good relationship, so they wanted to come across more very aloof. And in that, because they weren't coming from their true self, they overcompensated and really acted like they didn't care at all. And I feel like it's not that they didn't care at all. They didn't emotionally want to get connected. And so what happened is they destroyed the relationship because you didn't chase them down. You didn't try to fix the connection. You didn't do anything. You detached. And once that happened, they realized like you're important. And I think it was mainly because they could tell the difference between you and other people. And then they were like, well, if you're letting me let you go, you're allowing me to have my process. You're allowing me my choice, which I feel like most people don't do, which justifies why your person acts like a jerk a lot of times because they're like, you're not going to let me have my choice. You're trying to manipulate me, so I'm really not going to care what I do to you. And I feel like you let this person have their process and you just kind of detached and that made them have to sit with what they did and it actually bothered them. So it's again, they just believe in that there would be a great outcome. The thought of being with you makes them satisfied, makes them feel like because they've had time to reflect on it. They've had time to think about the differences. They've had time to think about what they really wanted. They still have some growing to do, but I feel like they know what that growing is, where before they were like, I don't really have any direction. I feel like, and them being connected to you gives them direction because they're like, well, I know what is important to me. I know what I want. I want to have someone in my life that I care about, that I grow with, that I do stuff with, that they can actually see it with you. Where before this person had major commitment issues. Not that they still don't have growing to do, but they just feel like for a while, like it's destiny was taking you both down different paths. And what happened is that, they went down those paths, and what they see is that it was the wrong choice. Made them not feel like you know, like as home, like there's a sense that you feel like home to this person. You feel comfortable. Um, so they don't really believe that this story is over yet. They believe that there's that they can come back and repair this, but there is a sense of them still trying to figure out what exactly they look like, that looks like, because they are used to being in like kind of like a one-sided relationship, like I said, only caring about themselves. So they also know that you're going to like be a little bit concerned that you don't get yourself back into that type of connection. So I feel like they're taking their time to come back. It's again, but like this is the thing. They just feel like that passion in this connection is what makes them want to come back. So even if you haven't been with this person, there's a sense that you have been with this person in a past life. And if you kissed this person, if you held hands with this person, if you did anything that created any type of intimacy with this person, if you slept with this person, if you like just even sat with this person, there's a sense of familiarity, there's a sense of like almost like have experienced one another before. And so your person like just again has that, hold on to that. Again, where it's like again, even through all their, baggage, because I feel like your person had a lot of baggage, which made them really not want to deal with this type of relationship, not look at this relationship. And so what's happened is that they don't really care about what has happened. And this is how you know when the person says that, oh, they've been in a bad relationship, they have baggage. Well, that's just a person's way of hiding behind the fact that they don't want to be in another relationship because they're afraid of that relationship taking over. And it also says that that person really isn't that into the person that they're claiming, like they can't really be in a committed relationship because of their past baggage. I feel like this person pretended in the beginning, like, oh, my baggage, and hid behind it. But once you were like, I don't really care about your baggage and I don't really want to deal with your baggage, well, then, your person was then forced to be like, well, there goes my passion. There goes like that. And really, what override everything is like the fact that your person has this deep connection to you, that there is a lot of passion. They do have love. They do have, or from what they think that they do. And that is what, again, that they hold on to. Empty nest. Yeah, like it's like almost like they just feel like it's like it's the beginning of something new, is because it's like again that way of life is making them feel empty, that it doesn't contribute anything to their life. So for a while it was fun to run around being here for a good time, not a long time, and never being committed and hiding behind, oh, I have baggage, and just being the party person. Well, this has come to a place where, like I said, the passion of what they feel is actually overriding their fear of like commitment. And also like they're looking and they're like they feel like empty, like that their life is not really as fulfilling. And that's really like it might have been fun for a little while, but it's like it's played, is what I'm getting. Yeah, like it's, and so there's a sense of they want to fix things and they want to do it sooner than later. And it's because they're getting impatient. They feel like again, like a long time has gone by. They see that like the way that they're, acting really isn't well. There's almost like I feel like if you are doing like an event, if you're meeting in town, if there's something, this person is gonna wait to like try and almost like bump into you is what I'm feeling. It's almost like to try and open up communication again. And I feel like it's because they don't really know how you're going to respond. And yeah, it's like, again, it's a coin toss. To them, they're like, it will go either way. And it's because they remember at one time that you did have feelings, but they also see that a lot of time has went by and that they didn't treat you well and they really made you wait too long. They know that. And so there's a sense of they don't really know whether they can repair it. And which is again why they're kind of waiting for the right time, the right opportunity, which is again some sort of event that is going to happen for you, or maybe that's where they perceive that you're going to be. Um, yeah, like it's like because there's a sense of them feeling that you're very sexy, first of all, and also like that they feel like they have to do something because if they don't, somebody else will, number one. Like there's a sense that you're seen as somebody that's very attractive to other people. And they just feel like, again, like things are changing in your life, that you're making things happen. It's like this is also the visionary part. So I feel like you're making things happen. And so they feel as if, they're waiting on the timing, something with the timing. Yeah, and so as far as right now, they are like, again, the situation event is not unfolding right at this time. It's again, but I do feel like it is going to be happening in the next 3 months again. And then this person is definitely going to like again change the narrative of how things are like between you and them. I feel like you've been in separation from them. They've been really strategizing, trying to figure out a way back. Um, but because they don't really know how you're going to be, that they sit on it. They're procrastinating a lot. I'm gonna just pull like one more. Yeah. And so there's a sense of check, like really for them, like checking everything, like it's like trying to figure out whether you're with somebody, what's going on in your life. And so this person is very concerned that they've waited too long to come back into your life to fix this. Um, but nevertheless, I do see them making their way back. I just feel like it's going to be like at an event, you're going to meet this person. So if you post anything on your social media, like that you're doing an event, you're going to an event, don't be surprised if this person shows up there. If you say that you're going somewhere and they find out, don't be surprised if they show up there. Like I said, it's mainly because they don't want to look like they have mud on their face. They know that they should have come back and apologized a long time ago. They know that they should have handled things differently. I don't feel like this person is very confident. Um, and they feel like a first class ass because they didn't treat you well. So it's almost like they know that they have some explaining to do. And they are almost like, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. So for those of you that want to be in this, give this person a chance. Let's see, what is the energy you would need to pull into it? Because like I said, it seems like they're very up in their imagination about this relationship. They feel more comfortable with that type of connection than actually being in a real connection. It's like, they need to like, we need to see whether or not they're going to, or whether they're capable. But for those of you that want to be in a relationship with this person, what does Spirit tell us that you need to do? Being true. I am true to myself and others. I remove my mask and stop creating illusions. I have confidence in who I am and I reveal the good in me. I do not need to hide or prove anything. I replace shame with the power of love and truth. So Spirit says, just as long as you're true to yourself, like this person, like as I said in the beginning of the reading, like they like to strategize to where they elevate themselves, where whoever they deal with, they is kind of at a disadvantage. And they do this by emotionally withholding. And what you did is you didn't deal with it, but that may be their way of dealing with, difficult relationships. They did show that they have avoidant issues. So avoidant issues not all the time is somebody like drinking and just ignoring. What they're doing is they're downplaying. They're downplaying like what your needs are. They're trying to make it like it's not really a big deal. So being true to yourself would be, again, sticking to your boundaries. And really, before getting into a relationship, looking at everything, right? Looking at the fine print. And that would mean to like look at this person's behaviorisms, because there's a sense of when they come back into your life, they're coming back being like, I know what I want now. And that's not a problem that they know what they want. The problem is that do they know what you want? It's like because this whole time that they've been in separation, they've been in silence. They don't really know who you are. You know, we also know what that they had baggage. Have they healed their baggage? They see you kind of as a visionary, but also possibly someone that could fix it, someone that has a lot of love and this and that, and you don't want to be that person. So this person's not strong because remember, they're looking to not just reach out, they're looking to come back into your life in a way that's protecting themselves in a way that doesn't show their true vulnerability. And they want to do that soon. And what's really driving them is passion, right? They have a lot of feelings and emotions. So, but they're not confident. They know it can go either way, which is why they're holding back right now. But they do want to move on. So like I said, it's all about you being true to yourself right now and understanding that this person does care, but you're gonna have to hold to your boundaries, like I said. I am a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. So again, like I would associate that with your energy level, right? So when you're with somebody that it feels good, they tend to give us energy. If this person starts to be like, again, not on your vibration, you're going to feel an energy like drain. So I would also recommend keeping your boundaries like based on how this person makes you feel. If they're talking a lot, but they're not doing a lot, and you feel like it's draining, scale back your energy. doesn't need to be a big conversation. This person definitely responds to like, what your actions best is what I see. And they would continue to do so. They do want to fix it. And they do have, feelings for you. It's not that they don't, it's just that they still need to integrate some of the spiritual wounds, which the first one is the fact that there's realization that you mean something to them. They're willing to be vulnerable, and they're willing to again come back to you. I believe that this person normally does not do that. They don't normally come and apologize. They don't normally, once they make a decision, they stick to that decision. I just believe that it's again, they can't walk away from this connection. They've tried. They can't. They know what they want, but them 100% showing vulnerability, they're not going to do that right away. They are going to do it in their way. And if you do care about them, it shows that you will give them a chance. But saying here, be like firm in your boundaries. Be true to yourself. All right, I'm going to leave that there, Aquarius. You let me know whether you resonate with this. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.